Hello and welcome to Elecspo, and it is time to talk about Romelu Lukaku. The Belgian striker was meant to be the man to propel this Chelsea team to the Premier League title, but if anything, it's been an absolute nightmare since he left Inter Milan for Chelsea for £98 million in the summer. It hasn't gone to plan at all. Then he did that interview with Sky Italia and everything went tits up. He was dropped by Thomas Tuchel. There's been clear the air talks, and apparently he's sorry and he's gonna stay at Stamford Bridge. But what if he didn't? Using Football Manager 2022, I'm going to make sure that Romelu Lukaku leaves Chelsea in January 2022. How will it impact Chelsea and where will Lukaku go? Let's dive into the simulation and see exactly what happens to one of Europe's best strikers. Right, here we are in the simulation. We're at the start of the season. This is Chelsea's projected 11. There you've got Romelu Lukaku, £98 million from Inter Milan, but I have made a change to the Belgian. Instead of signing a 6-year deal or whatever it was when he arrived at Stamford Bridge, instead his contract runs until the 1st of January 2022, and when that day arrives he will be leaving Chelsea. It is certain that he will be leaving on a free transfer as soon as the transfer window swings open. I've also made a change. He now hates Chelsea and he hates Thomas Tuchel, which is, well, hasn't really gone very well for it, has it? For Big Rom, but let's simulate until the January transfer window and see who wants to sign Romelu Lukaku when he leaves Chelsea. Let's go. Right, here we are, the 2nd of January 2022, and just like in reality, Chelsea's title charge isn't going very well. They're sitting in 4th place, 12 points adrift of Manchester City, but how has Romelu Lukaku been getting on? Let's check him out. So now he's left Chelsea, of course. We go into the Premier League. There he was starting at the start of the season. He is now a free agent. Chelsea won't even get a fee for Romelu Lukaku. In reality, he has so far scored 5 Premier League goals. He's also had injury bother. He's suffered from COVID, I believe. But in this simulation, he's done okay, getting a goal every other game. 9 goals in 18 Premier League appearances. But that won't be happening anymore because he is now a free agent. Who wants to sign him? Well, we have got 4 options. We've got Liverpool, which can't really say that happening. Doesn't really suit the front 3 at Liverpool. I mean, yes, a wonderful striker, but Liverpool don't really play with a conventional forward. Then we've got Manchester City, a team who, I mean, outsiders would say they need a striker, but I mean, based on the amount of goals they score, they probably don't. Romelu Lukaku doesn't really strike you as a Pep Guardiola striker, for lack of a better word. Then you've got Man United, one of Lukaku's former clubs. Things didn't go too well there. I mean, I don't think he was bad as he was made out to be, but there's no way he's going to go back there. And then you've got the most likely option, a return to Serie A and a move to Juventus. Juventus wanted to get back to the top of Serie A after Inter and Lukaku won the title last season. Perhaps Lukaku can be the man to win them back the Serie A title. Out of those 4 options, I think Juventus has to be the most likely. It would probably be the best one. It's believed that Lukaku's preferred choice would be a move to Liverpool. Can't say that happening, to be honest with you. I think it'll be Juventus, but perhaps another team will come into the fold. Perhaps Newcastle will come in with a blockbuster offer. Let's simulate until the end of the January transfer window and see where Romelu Lukaku ends up. Okay, here we are, the 31st of January 2022. The January transfer window is coming to an end, and Romelu Lukaku has got himself a new club. And just as I predicted, he has joined Juventus, signing there until 2025. Earning £245,000 a week. Lukaku is back in Italy, a country where he's done brilliantly before with Inter Milan. 2 stunning seasons there at the San Siro. Now he's back, he's joined Juventus, and he's already thriving. 3 goals in 3 Serie A appearances. Juventus are leading the way. They are 6 points clear at the top, meaning Lukaku is looking good for back-to-back Serie A titles. Meanwhile, his former club Inter Milan are struggling, down in 4th. They're miles off the pace, 13 points for goodness sake. Lukaku looks like he could be the game-changing signing for Juventus. Obviously, they lost Cristiano Ronaldo over the summer, but now they've got Lukaku leading the line, and he looks like an absolutely transformative signing for Juventus. But what about Chelsea? Perhaps maybe they've brought in a striker to replace Lukaku. Let's have a little look at the transfer history. They have not. They haven't done any transfer business. which is fair enough. Instead, they've got Timo Werner playing up front, a man who he's doing okay, to be honest. 6 goals, 11 starts, 10 sub-appearances. The top scorer is actually Kai Havertz. So perhaps goals aren't going to be too much of an issue for Chelsea, but maybe things will change over the coming months. Lukaku's got himself a new club, he's already thriving, and Chelsea have slipped out of the top 4. Chelsea are in a fight just to finish in a Champions League place, while Lukaku is gunning for gold once again. It's looking good for Lukaku, it's looking bad for Chelsea, but where will the land lie at the end of the season? Let's go up until June, let's see what happens at the end of the season. Okay, here we are at the end of the season, and Lukaku and Juventus are Serie A champions. They have absolutely dominated in Italy, getting 99 points, 21 clear of Roma in second place. They only lost one game all season. That was at home to Torino. Let's have a little look at the goal scoring charts. Let's see where Lukaku has finished. How well has he done? Obviously, he didn't play the first half of the season, so he's nowhere near the top, which is fair enough. But where is he? Where is Big Rom? I can't see him in the top 20, unless my eyes are deceiving me. There he is, sorry. I thought he'd done quite well. Sitting there in 6th place with 14 goals in 18 appearances. A wonderful strike rate from Romelu Lukaku. Only Alvaro Morata, Dusan Vlahovic, Ciro Immobile, Juven Zapata and Lautaro Martinez scored more goals than him. The Golden Boot winner, Lautaro Martinez, he got 17, only 3 more than Lukaku, which is quite incredible from Lukaku considering he was only there for half of a season. Let's have a little look at a bit more detail, see how many goals he got in all competitions. 18 goals in all competitions. As well as winning Serie A, he has also won the Italian Cup. And he was named in Chelsea's best 11, which says a lot about the state of Chelsea since Lukaku left. Let's check the Blues out, let's see what happened. Well, it has gone absolutely tits up for Thomas Tuchel. Fall out with Romelu Lukaku at your peril. They have finished 7th, outside of the top 4, outside of European football completely, even finishing below Burnley. They are in 7th place with 57 points on the board, and Thomas Tuchel has lost his job. It has all gone wrong for Chelsea ever since Romelu Lukaku left the club. Timo Werner ended up scoring 14 goals, obviously starting a lot more in the second half of the season. How many goals did he get in the Premier League? 7. Still couldn't match the tally by Lukaku, which he got in the first half of the season. He got 9 goals. Timo Werner ends the campaign with just 7 Premier League goals. Chelsea have sacked their manager, they've fallen out of Europe. Meanwhile, Romelu Lukaku is a Serie A and Italian Cup winner. Get rid of Lukaku at your peril. It will be a disastrous move to let Romelu Lukaku leave Chelsea, based on Football Manager anyway. I mean, he kind of just suits Italian football, doesn't he? I mean, when you look at his numbers there at Inter Milan, 23 goals, 24 goals, he was probably the best striker in the world at one point in time if he wasn't called Robert Lewandowski. He was one of the best strikers in the world, let's be honest with each other. But at Chelsea, things haven't quite gone to plan just yet, but perhaps things will come back around. Perhaps 2022 will be the year of the Lukaku Chelsea redemption, or maybe things will get even worse. We will have to wait to find out, but for now we are going to leave things there. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. As always, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Elecspo, and until next time we will see you around.